Hello everyone, and welcome to my first stream of my attempt to play through every Call of Duty game in the series, at least the easily accessible ones for PC. So as you can see here, we've got the very original Call of Duty. We're just going to kind of jump into it. I don't want to, kind of get caught up too much in the details of this. It's not a complicated business. Let's get this started. So, um, I'm just gonna pick easy because see, to be honest, right, I'm playing these games for the story, really, and I don't know. I've just had this idea recently that I'd really like to play through all the Call of Duty games, um, but I'd like to record it and I guess streaming as a form of recording it, really. So, because the way I'm kind of doing it is I'm saving everything anyway and putting it on YouTube. Um, so we're gonna just go right into it now. What I will say is I've played maybe like the first half an hour of this game, so it's not completely new to me. Anyway, we'll jump into it. So,
All right, listen up. Private Martin, you're on the obstacle course and doing weapons training today. Before
so
starting the obstacle course, read each of these important
okay.
signs and do what they tell you.
I really hope the audio isn't too bad. Um, I guess we'll just see
Good.
afterwards,
Now
but
check your
I'm probably going to
objectives.
be on for a
You'll notice
couple
that
of
the front
hours
objective is blank.
because I've got
In
some
addition, the
time
location of your current
today,
objective is
so
marked by the star on your
which is
compass.
nice.
As you approach your
All
next
right, we've got
objective,
that. I don't know if
start
I
moving to
actually
the center of your compass.
pulled that up the
Approach your
last
current
time. That's
objective.
quite nice. Eh,
Move 5 paces to the left.
compass, right? Okay. Right. So
That's it.
the
Well
thing
done.
that immediately
You'll notice
struck
that
me
objective is checked off and
when
you
I
can
was
now
first
begin
playing
moving.
this game
All right, Martin. Open the gate
is
and
how
bring those
similar it
reinforcements.
is to
Go, go!
some of the earlier Medal of Honor games. Now, of
Martin,
course,
good to see you.
this makes complete sense because
Let your panties dance.
obviously Call of Duty's been around for a long, long time now.
Come on, Elliot. Pull it up.
So some people might not know that
Not bad. Now hit the dirt and crawl forward
back in
into
the
the barbed
day,
wire.
before Call of Duty was out, there was Medal of Honor, and there must have been people in the development team of Medal of
Sergeant,
Honor that
fire up those machine guns.
didn't really like the way Medal of Honor was going,
Okay,
so
boys. Stand
they
by.
decided to branch off and start a wee series called Call of Duty, which is obviously what we're playing just now. We're playing the very first OG 2003 Call of Duty game. I always mess this up a wee bit actually. So there we go. So it's a kind of complicated thing there with the keys. Is like you need to back off, but then af-
Private Martin, proceed
after
to your
you're going
goal.
down, you actually
Please
press
safely
the up
through
button
weapons
to go
training.
down the ladder.
The rest of you ladies, stay right here.
It's a bit confusing, but so yeah. So basically, you had Medal of Honor, and
Eyes up.
Medal of Honor in
I'm
some
up
way kind
here
of
in the
birthed Call of
observation
Duty as
tower.
well.
Grab one of those
Um,
AR-21 carbines from the table.
Now we're
Get
gonna get
your
to do a wee
ammo
bit of
and grab it from any
shooting.
used weapon of the same type you are carrying. The number of rounds in your weapon and the rounds you are carrying
Uh,
are displayed in the lower right corner of your HUD. Keep tabs on it, soldier. Approach the fence and fire 6 rounds at your target. Your accuracy will be defined by the tightness of your crosshair.
this is obviously just a wee obligatory sort of training level, isn't it? Which you don't often get that in games these days. Although I guess how often, um, I guess a lot of games these days are just multiplayer, aren't they? Your battle royales and your extraction shooters and that.
Turn
Um,
to the left. Move to the fence and fire 2 rounds at your target.
Nice sweet sniper, but yeah. So that's the first thing that struck me when I played this at first was just how the kind of similarities. Can we no scope? I guess we can. Yeah. I don't know. I don't think he really. I don't see the. I don't think the crosshairs and snipers are that tight in like any of the modern sort of Call of Duty games, or even the kind of older ones. You know. There we go. We like that. So this is what we like. So that's it. That's a slightly different thing. Is like you can take 2 primaries plus your pistol.
You will notice a slight zoom effect when you raise and aim down the sight of a weapon without a scope. Take steps while aiming down the sight. You're gonna move slower this way.
Right.
In close quarters combat, you can hit your enemy with the butt end of your weapon. This is called a melee attack.
There we go.
Try it with your Thompson. Don't screw around, kid. This is for real. Now switch weapons, Private. Unless you're as dumb as you are ugly, it may dawn on you that each weapon is good for different situations. Make the wrong choice and you could buy the farm. Fire 3 more rounds at your target. Outstanding, Private. Proceed to the next area. Pick up the frag grenades from the table. Pick them up.
Wait, I think this is the bit I was really bad at the last time.
Move behind the concrete post. Lean out to the left. Right. This will help protect you from the enemy.
Yeah, I'm not a really. It went into orbit, man. Jeez. Right, okay. Then I guess we'll through the door as well, is it? So yeah. So it's like it's Call of Duty, but it's definitely got that Medal of Honor DNA in it, you know. Some of it at least. And then of course the crazy thing as well is that health bars used to be a very common thing in games, and they were still in this, they were still in the original Call of Duty, but then I think starting with Call of Duty 2, I want to say, that's when you started having the thing where you'd regenerate in health, and if you got shot you could just hide behind cover for a couple of seconds and it would regenerate. And then the kind of weird thing is, like, I remember when Fortnite came out, and the idea of having like health packs and that was treated as quite like a novel thing, even though it was obviously the way it always was, you know. But obviously it just been that for quite a long time, you had regenerating health.
Utah, Omaha, Gold, Juno, and Sword here on the coast of Normandy. Utah and Omaha beaches will be attacked by 3 of our infantry divisions. At the same time, 2 British and 1 Canadian division will hit Gold, Juno, and Sword beaches. The airborne will be landing 6 hours before H-hour, before the air and naval bombardments. The British 6th Airborne Division will be landing here. At the same time, the 101st and the 82nd Airborne will be landing in these areas. The Dews River estuary here divides Utah and Omaha Beach. The mission of the 101st is to capture the Dews River crossings linking Utah and Omaha Beach and to protect the flanks of Utah Beach. This road here is the main highway that connects the entire Cotentin Peninsula. The Germans have troop concentrations in this region. When those troops are mobilized into a counterattack on the beaches, they'll have to move along this road. The 101st is going to make sure that doesn't happen. Baker Company, that's us, has been assigned this causeway here. The Pathfinders, like Private Martin, will be dropped ahead of the main force and will plant beacons on the ground to mark the landing zones. However, there is no telling what will happen once we're on the ground. So I want all of you to learn the objectives of every unit in both the 101st and 82nd. I also want you to study these maps and photographs until you've memorized them. We will be landing behind the Atlantic Wall, between several German garrisons. We can't expect to be relieved until at least several hours after H-hour. This is what we've been training for.
Jeez, that's a lot of parachutes. The kind of cool thing about the kind of like the kind of like historical Call of Duty, the kind of older Call of Duty games, is they have all these photographs and footage of like it's like real footage from World War Two, you know, and it's quite interesting sometimes. So yeah, during the kind of cutscene parts, I'm gonna try and shut up a little bit and just let the game obviously explain what's going on. So, trying to not be super like sort of. Right, so that was a bad guy. Right, do you know? I kind of like. I think I remember freaking out the last time I played this as well about that. Was I convinced I'd shot a friendly, you know? The door cannot be opened. You never need to try to open closed doors. And of course, that was the rule for the longest time with Call of Duty. You never really got to open doors, and then I think the past few years, like with Battle Royale and stuff like that, you can open the doors. So, right. Anyway, let's get moving and save France, you know. He's not had a great date. Right. Yep, nothing a wee grenade can't take care of. Right, so I don't know how long this game actually is. But I'll be playing it for a couple of hours now, and then just see how it goes. That enemy trucks, I take it, yeah. That's a C-47. I'm a bit of an aviation geek for anyone who doesn't know, so now we've got some paratroopers coming in. That's nice. Right. Is there a... Oh, right, okay, right, let's... How did I manage to walk past... How did I manage to walk past that? Right, let's go in the ready way in. I guess it must be around this way. But I really hope the audio isn't terrible, but we'll... Gonna do this then, obviously if it's been quite bad then I'll just adjust it for the next one. Right. Okay, we're about 5 minutes into the game and I'm already lost. You know, that's a brilliant sign. Right, let's go. Let's go. Bit of camera shake there. Yep, that is a wee bit shaky. Right. So yeah, there was this kind of era in gaming, kind of between maybe the sort of mid-90s and mid-noughties, I guess, where basically all of the shooters were World War II games. And that kind of went on until Call of Duty 3, really, which is one of the few ones I actually won't be able to play because it isn't on PC, and I can't really be bothered dealing with emulators and that. But it kind of went on to then obviously Call of Duty 4 was Modern Warfare, was when it went kind of modern, obviously, as the name may imply, Modern Warfare. But the other thing is, like, and that's kind of when the tide started to change, and I guess that there was World at War, right, which was a stunning game, right. It might be my favourite in the entire series, right. Just because I think it's really underappreciated how much that game actually contributed to the success that Call of Duty is today. In a lot of ways, you know, not just obviously being a stunning game that kind of brought the same technology they used in Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare to a World War II game, but also, you know, World at War was the first game that brought us a little mode called Zombies, which became almost as big as the actual main Call of Duty campaign itself, you know, or even the multiplayer. Like, it's one of those games where none of it would be able to survive without the other parts, if you know what I mean. Like, kind of, all of those parts have contributed to the success of that game. Like, obviously, originally it was the really interesting campaigns, and then starting with 2, I guess, even. There was the multiplayer, although that really kicked off in 4, didn't it? And then starting with World at War, you had Zombies, which obviously became a massive phenomenon. Like, a lot of people buy Call of Duty games just for that mode, you know. And then, of course, I guess today it's Battle Royale. I keep talking about Battle Royale, but I mean, it is a big deal. It's like the thing that people play and people watch and that now, you know. So it has been a big part of what's made Call of Duty in the modern day successful, isn't it? So fair play. Anyway, where are we going? It is a bit easier to get lost in some of these older Call of Duty games. Did we go through the house, I think, maybe? Yeah. Right, so... Right. I don't know how you actually heal, that's maybe something I should maybe figure out. Is that one of my own guys? I really hope it isn't. They threw it back anyway, so... let's try and get a grenade in there. I don't know, I like using grenades, but I'm just not very good at it. They're very good when they work, but they look so similar in this game, like it's a little confusing. Right. Okay. I don't know, like, kind of, I guess it's not really first impressions because I've played it a bit before, but like my impressions of this game is like, it's kind of like it feels like a weird kind of middle, even though it was literally the first Call of Duty game, it kind of feels like this weird sort of hybrid of Call of Duty and Medal of Honor, like it kind of, it's its own thing, but it didn't fully become its own thing until maybe like the second one. Right. Let's. Although again, I've not played much of the second one either, although I have played a little bit of it, so that'll be another one that we can sort of have a look at. And I guess with this whole idea of, you know, doing all of the Call of Duty games and recording them and streaming them and that, in fact, give me a wee second, I'm gonna actually have a look and see how do you heal. I'm sure I got that in the... There would have been a bit in the tutorial about that, wouldn't there have? I don't know what I'm doing there, it's kind of weird. Do I have healing items? Pretty sure they said something about having health packs maybe. I'll need to maybe just kind of wait, won't I? Ah, damn it, right. In fact, you know what, I'm going to look that up on my phone. Interestingly enough, something you probably couldn't do back when this game first came out. And this is why you listen to tutorials. Button. PC. See, I don't like... see, you don't actually have, like, healing items that you carry around with you, right? I don't know, for some reason I thought they did, but obviously mistaken. Right. Okay. So now we can go round and deal with the rest of that. But let's get a wee bomb on that. Get a wee grenade over there. So yeah, I don't think even in easy it's going to be a particularly easy game, because I do kind of think games were generally harder back when this came out, so which is kind of a good thing, you know. Although I don't know, like, because games were generally longer back in this time as well, so I wonder if the idea of making them a bit harder means that it obviously takes longer to get through the levels because it's harder, and it means that maybe a game that would take 4 hours today because it's easy took a bit longer back then. Who knows? Let's... Oh, right, okay. It's Not nice. Not great. Right. Yeah. I mean... I don't know, this is all the kind of bits I've already played really, so I can't really say a lot about it, but... And we're out of grenades. Right, that's... We'll get by. And I'm sorry that if you just like keep hearing my mouse clicking, it's a bit... You know, it's funny, like I've got this headset on, right, and I might eventually need to get like a microphone, because I know that's what a lot of YouTubers use, or even streamers even, yeah. I bought this mic, this headset, and it's like the one I'm using now I've had for years, right? And I bought this new one, and it was worse than the one I'm using now, which is like the original one. I don't know, I just thought the audio was really off all the time. And this one isn't great, I mean the audio isn't great, but that new one was really bad, so... And that's us through another level, I guess. I don't know, it's a weird game, it's like... I don't know, it's like it's good, I'm enjoying it. All of the kind of... Like, don't get me wrong... accurate experience under artillery fire, yeah. But yeah, so it's like, do we need to just rush in here, I guess, yeah. So it's like it's a good game, all the kind of basic sort of elements of a good Call of Duty game are there, actually. And it does feel like Call of Duty. But I guess maybe since this is one of the ones that I haven't really played years ago, there is that aspect of like I don't have the same like emotional connection to it as I do to some of the later ones, I guess, that I did play. And by the later ones I mean like Call of Duty 4 onwards, say. I did actually play... I can remember me and one of my friends playing a lot of Call of Duty 3 as well, actually. But it was never... It was really Call of Duty 4 that really kicked off... Oh, that's my own guy. That really kicked off the kind of... the real sort of fandom, if you know what I mean. Right. This is really confusing, actually, like... We're getting torn to shreds here, right. Is that an FG? Right, we'll take that. Feel that we're gonna just come round this corner. So it's a tank's machine gun, right, okay. Right, let's think about this a wee bit. So, let's grab one of these. And let's go over and try and deal with this tank. Right. This should be quite a good one. Right. Is there any way kind of around it, or is it one of these ones you pretty much just need to like shoot it in the face? Oh, that works. I'm pretty sure it's one of those myths of World War II that they fought tanks a lot. I think like there was a lot of them, but I'm pretty sure one of those kind of Mythbuster things is that coming across a tank was actually pretty rare. But of course it is a game, and it did happen. I mean, I guess it did happen, but or maybe it was like two tanks fighting each other was actually quite rare. Maybe that's the thing. Anyway, right. We're actually dying quite a few times in this game, so the difficulty curve definitely is a wee bit larger than that tank's still about. No, right, okay. I feel like we need to take another rocket launcher with us just in case, which is going to take up one of our slots, but I guess better safe than sorry and all that. Yeah, it's not the best turret to use. This it's a bit not the best aim. Or the kind of, I guess it is accurate. I mean, it's realistic, which is what Call of Duty games were going for at the time. Was they were going for a very realistic campaign experience, which unfortunately is something that's kind of fallen by the wayside a little bit in recent years, as many of us know. But so let's right. So I don't know though. I'm looking forward to playing the newer ones as well, though. To be honest, like, I mean, they get a lot of hate, but I'm sure they're still fun games. You know, fundamentally. I mean, this game's got all of the attributes of like a Call of Duty game. Although what I will say is that it certainly is a wee bit dated. How do you... There we go, full auto, that's what we want. Can I hear a tank kicking about? Yeah, there we go. And we missed, that's fantastic. Right. Do we have rockets anywhere? Anybody got any rockets? No? Right. This isn't great. Any rockets? No, I don't know. Wait. That wasn't great, was it? Yeah, maybe missing that wasn't the best. So now my team's getting absolutely torn to shreds, which isn't great because I do care about my AI teammates, you know. So I really do need to try and figure this one out, you know. Is there a through here maybe? Right, this really isn't great, is it? Is there anything over here maybe? Right, I'm not doing a good job here. Right. Rockets, anybody got any rockets? I will go back in this building here. There's another tank apparently, right. Right. You get in the bin. And where's the other one? If there is another one. Right. No, I think that might have been the same one. Yeah, it just came through the wall or something like that. I don't know. Right. So, but yeah, I want to try and stream all of these games. So that would be Call of Duty 1, 2, 4, World at War, MW2, Black Ops 1, MW3, Black Ops 2, Ghosts, and then kind of Ghosts is where you start getting into the ones that I haven't really played much of. And then Advanced Warfare, which is actually one of the few ones I did play a lot of the newer ones. Advanced Warfare, and then it was Black Ops 3, I want to say, and then after 3 was it Infinite Warfare, and then World War 2, and then Black Ops 4, and then as that is on to MW 2019. Right, and you... Oh, right, what happened there? Right, did I just blow up a bunch of my teammates? I think I may have, yeah. Right, so much for my caring about them earlier on. So what way are we going? Do we go through here? We'll grab another one of these just in case, and I don't actually, if I remember correctly, we don't actually need it. But right, what way are we going? Slightly terrifying. So yeah, I want to play through all of the ones that are easy to get a hold of in PC. So there's obviously stuff like Finest Hour and Big Red One, which were the kind of like the sort of like console exclusive ones that they made because the consoles didn't quite have the hardware for the kind of PS2 and the original Xbox. Didn't really have the the hardware didn't really have the horsepower to run actual Call of Duty 2, so they made a kind of more downgraded, but at the same time still good game, with like a kind of original story, if you know what I mean. So they are actual different games, so it's kind of like a silver lining sort of thing. Like, why is that? That is very intense, right? So let's, Jesus, okay, right. Can we go prone and sort of go with this that way? Right. I don't remember them kind of focusing in on you like that, you know?
Any grenades you have left. Sound suppressing fire if you need.
Jeez, oh Jesus, right, okay. Right. Right. Try and deal with these, right, let's try and get some cover, shall we? Or even just rush across the field with a pistol. Right. I guess this works. Right. If it works, you know. Even if it is completely stupid.
Martin, over here. Get in the car.
Get in the car. Let's go.
Okay, Captain. Assuming we get back to battalion in this rolling junkyard, what do I tell him?
Hand this directly to Major Shepard. Tell him Baker Company has secured the town, but won't be able to hold it long if we don't get relief soon. Got that, Sergeant?
Oh, yes, sir, you bet. We ride through enemy lines in a French tin can. Want to paint a bullseye on it, sir?
Yeah, pretty sure that
One of the kind of cool things about this game is you get like different campaigns. So you get the American one, which we're obviously doing just now, but then you get missions.
Believe it.
I don't know if it's the British or the Soviets or the Polish or something, this one.
Do your job.
But I think you do get a different... I think you do get a different campaign in this one as well. And I guess that's one of the concepts that sort of made it stand out for a lot of other games, was you actually had several storylines almost going on at once, you know. Oh, I remember this bit. This is like a very unusual segment for... I guess this is the first bit of the game where I really thought, oh, this is definitely Call of Duty, because you don't really get sections like this in Medal of Honor. At least I don't remember. Because this is kind of like a bit more actiony than
What the hell are you doing, Sarge?
I don't know. Sure hope it works.
yeah.
Hey, go, go,
Because I feel like Medal of Honor, like, as much as it was like, there was parts of it that maybe weren't as realistic as Call of Duty, but I feel like Medal of Honor really tried to play it straight. In terms of like, you didn't really have stuff like this, if you know what I mean. Like, this is a little bit ridiculous. Although I guess ridiculous things probably did happen in real life. You know, running about in a bunch of American paratroopers running about in a normal civilian car, like drive-bying everybody. I'm gonna guess probably didn't happen, but you know, I'm entirely happy to be proven wrong. Drive-bying everybody very poorly because I'm absolutely terrible shot, but we don't need to talk about that, you know. And of course now we've got a tank chasing after us, which I'm gonna guess isn't ideal, you know. There we go. What did we actually do there? Oh, right, okay. That's a tank, right, okay. Very much still up and running, you know. So grab some health. And oh, do we have rockets anywhere? I don't know if we get rockets in this bit, I think. You kinda just need to run away from it. Right, let's just no scope people, shall we? Because that's seems effective. Right. Apart from against machine gunners, you know, that seem to completely throw you off, which again, okay, that's a bad checkpoint, isn't it? Yeah, not the best. Let's I guess this is a wee bit of a sniper situation, isn't it? Right. Do we need to jump in the car again? Can we... Do we have health anywhere? Could really be doing with some health. Yeah, there we go. That's what we're looking for. Right. So I guess we'll... I don't think that's going to be great for a car section, but we'll give it a go. And of course we're semi-auto for some reason, aren't we? I'm not sure if you actually need to shoot anything in these sections, but maybe it's just a waste of ammo, but I suppose it's more like the cars, like when the cars start chasing you, you need to deal with those, but yeah, the other thing I'm looking forward to playing is like, once we get to World at War, we've obviously got zombies, and I really want to dig down deep in zombies, you know, and kind of get to know all of the maps, and kind of get to know the storyline of zombies through playing it, rather than just watching YouTube videos of it, because that's something I've been doing a lot recently, is watching videos about the storyline of zombies, and there was kind of like I kind of stopped playing zombies maybe like midway through Black Ops 2, and although to be honest, even like some of the Black Ops 1 maps, I never really completed like the missions or tasks that you get in them. So I'd really like to go back and put like a concerted effort into like
Third squad, get your 30 cal
playing
cover.
zombies and really completing all of the maps, you know?
I got point. Elder and Martin on my tail.
Because I think it's a really cool story.
Set. Let's go.
I kind of like the fact that they were able to take this tiny wee mode and turn it into like a more, like this tiny wee side project became a more interesting campaign and storyline than most games that deliberately set out to do that, you know? And it's kind of interesting. That classic Grand Ping. We do like it.
Go, go, go!
Right.
Cover. This cannon's about to go boom.
Is there any of these that I need to deal with? I don't know. Oh right. He's okay. Right, I don't know where I was taking shots from there, but
All right, down the trench. Move out.
probably a sign to not go quite as quickly maybe. Right. Maybe send a couple of grenades that direction. See if that does anything. I don't know, it just seems like grenade spam's a good way to go in this game. It seems pretty effective. Yeah. Right, get back. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Keep it going.
Right. Blow up all their equipment as well.
Grab those enemy documents. Quick, the documents. Hurry up.
Documents. I've got the documents.
Medic, there's a wounded man.
Yeah.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Somebody, guys, get killed!
That's not great, is it?
Oh, man. They're shooting me!
We don't have any explosives yet. Well, that's helpful, you know. Been sent to blow up a thing and not get any explosives, you know, that's just great. Right, let's go and get some explosives. Okay. Do we need to go across the field with the machine guns? I don't even know if we can. Can we? Right. There must be a different way. Aye, of course, right. Do we have... Oh, right, we need to go up to them. Right, okay. Cool. Right. Let's go and blow up a big gun. Right. Right, so now... Ah, now we can go out. Right, okay, that's cool. Let's do with some good old grenade spam. Right. I don't feel that this would really... The way I'm playing this game, I don't get the impression would really work in like any of the higher difficulties really. But it's fun, like I'm having fun so far, you know. And that's kind of the main thing. That's kind of what I'm going for, you know. Like I'm not... There was a time in my past when I liked to think that I was a super hardcore, amazing gamer, you know, but I don't know, now, as I've gotten a bit older, like, I just don't really... He took a wee bit. I don't really care about that anymore, really. I'd like to try and get really good at maybe one game, you know, and really sort of become a pro, I guess, but overall, I'm mostly just trying to have a laugh, you know. Oh, so there's another 2 guns back there. Right, okay. Ah, of course. Right, okay. Did we deal with this one? Yeah, right. Because I know obviously esports are a big thing. You know, now that I've started streaming, one of the things I've actually been watching a lot of is I've been watching a lot of people play Counter-Strike 2. Which is Counter-Strike's one of those games I never really played it a lot, and I don't know why, because it's an enjoyable game, and I'm enjoying like watching people play it, watching the pros play it, you know, and it's quite fascinating to kind of get to know some of the players and that, you know, and I guess like, I mean, there probably isn't any reason I could play a whole load of that, you know, get decently good at it. I mean, I would never be as good as these guys, but, you know, I probably could become pretty good at it. But again, it's one of those games, I don't know, I never really played it a lot, so... but, I mean, it looks fun, you know. And even stuff like Rainbow Six Siege, you know, like... To what little I've played of it, I've really enjoyed it. But one thing with Siege is... The whole thing is map knowledge, and... So I would really need to get to grips with that, you know, before, if I was going to play it a lot, which I guess you would get to know the maps a lot more as you played them. What was that? Right. Yeah, he looks a bit worse for wear.
Fire at will!
Right.
Private,
We got the documents. Right.
grab that MG42 and use it.
Nice wee turret section. Right. Is that us? I don't feel like that's us. I feel like it might be actually. So let's go down here and you asshole, man. Right. Right. Although the M1 Garand isn't really giving the sort of performance that I'd like, you know, I have to say. I mean, 3-shotting someone for that range, it seems a bit excessive, you know. Anyhow, good thing I saw him. Right. Oh well. Good old Stalin. I'm sure he will not turn out to be a very ominous person.
First platoon, listen up. Sergeant Moody owes me $50 because it looks like Operation Overlord was a success. Our British and Canadian friends took most of their objectives. And except for Omaha, all the beach landings went pretty smoothly. The airborne was misdropped everywhere, but the men formed mixed units and accomplished most of the airborne D-Day objectives. I am extremely proud of all of you. As you know, Sergeant Moody and Privates Elder and Martin broke through German lines to get word to battalion headquarters. If it wasn't for their success, HQ probably would not have sent the reinforcements that helped us hold St. Mary-Glise. At headquarters, Moody, Elder, and Martin were assigned to silence a German battery at Brecourt Manor and faced an entire platoon of Germans with only a handful of men. Well, it seems that someone at command noticed your actions. Our unit has been detached from the rest of the 101st so that it can be used for some special missions behind enemy lines. I suggest that you brush up on your German, gentlemen, and enjoy your R&R while you can.
Right, on to the next mission then. So
There's an MG42 on the left, with a guardhouse on the right. They didn't spot me.
Let's hope. Captain Price and Major Ingram?
Probably in the big house up the road.
Martin, you take point and knock out that 42. Harding and Brooks, go get the truck. Meet us at the front of the chateau. Everyone else, follow Martin. Move!
right. I don't remember as much about this one, actually. Well, the other thing I'm kind of realising is, like, I thought it was about half an hour of this game I played, and kind of realising it was probably more like an hour and a half. But it's still all pretty new. I mean, I've only played it like once, so it's not super familiar, you know. Like, I could probably remember most of the Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare campaign pretty much off by heart, because I played that game a lot, you know. We're not do anything with those now. Right. Oh yeah, I think I do remember this a wee bit actually, yeah. I remember this bit. If I remember correctly, I think we're getting into a bit where it's quite like, almost kind of like, I get the impression it's almost kind of like Wolfenstein. You might see what I mean when we get there, but it's like a big mansion sort of thing. So guess we should maybe save some of the ammo and that, because it's quite a good gun. So I don't know, the weird thing about this is, right, like, I remember back when World at War came out, or before it came out, there was, you used to get like games magazines, right? It seems like such an old thing, right? But I would buy these games magazines. I think you still get them for like Warhammer and stuff, because obviously that's like a tabletop physical media anyway, you know. We used to get magazines for video games as well, right? And I used to buy this one. I used to buy a few of them actually, and when World at War was announced, they did this really big several page sort of thing on it, you know, and what it was going to be like, and they were talking about the development of it and how they were really looking to get it right for a World War II game and that, you know. They were talking about how the thing that differentiated Call of Duty from any other shooter at the time was how much it focused on being part of a team, you know, and you know, you're never in a mission alone, you've always got squad mates with you. But the only thing that kind of gets me with that is that for all of that, you don't really interact with them. Like, you're kind of just running through the level on your own still, you know, at least for some of these earlier games, and I don't know, sometimes I kind of wish they'd done a bit more with that and made it more of a squad based game, you know. This is all lovely, but do you get what I mean? It's kind of, you'll see it even more as we go along, but it is quite kind of Wolfenstein, I think, this bit. The kind of old manor house sort of thing with obviously all of the Nazi Germany stuff everywhere. So, although it'd be nice if I could actually figure out where I'm going, but so it's Right. Secure any documents. Right. So. Right. Looks like we're going back up then. And there was me thinking I remembered what I was doing, you know? Right, okay. So. Let's just go through here, yeah. I don't know if... Oh, there we go, right. Object, alright, so it was just them. Right, okay. I mean, that's the only thing about some of these games is like the objectives are quite formulaic, like quite repetitive, but on the other hand, it's like there's only so many objectives you can really put in a World War II game, you know. Blow up some anti-aircraft guns, go and take this position here, blow up some artillery guns, secure some documents. This is the bit I'm talking about. You get this big room, which is very kind of gaudy, and then you go through here and there's like a suit of armour, you know. Very Wolfenstein. It's actually quite cool because for all of the kind of realistic war stuff, it's kind of nice to. I suppose that there probably was places that looked like that. Because they obviously did have their kind of hideaways in like Austria and stuff like that. Away in like the Alps. Which I guess could have looked like this. Right. I feel like I might be screwed here a wee bit. So, right. But throw a wee grenade up that way. Right. I don't know, man. I'm no. Get a wee. Oh, damn it. Right. Good idea, poorly executed. Right. I don't know, it's just the health situation, isn't it? It's not the best. Although it makes me wonder, is there any... Must be some health probably somewhere, you know, but... Ah, there we go. There we go. See? A wee bit of looking, you know. I think I might have taken out my own guy there. Which isn't the best, but we'll try and deal with it. Over this way, yeah, aye, so. Or is it down the way, maybe? Might be down the way. Right, let's go and have a wee look. Through here? Nah, it wouldn't be that simple, was it? try and rush this bit here. Yeah, this is definitely the best gun we've had so far, I think. The BAR, good old BAR. I don't know what kicks or regulations are surrounding like how much like violence in games that you can stream. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's a part of the game, so it's like this. I wouldn't see how it'd been that much of a problem. Another wee kind of wolf, yeah, it's very, very Wolfenstein inspired, this bit, I would say. Then again, I don't know, maybe Wolfenstein was inspired by the real life thing, I don't know, there was a lot of weirdness when it came to some of the stuff that happened during World War II. Like, kind of, there's a lot of lore there, essentially, you know, that you could use. And there probably was places that looked exactly like this, so... Yeah. Grab the health. I knew that was going to be some sort of trap. But anyway.
Well, goodness me, Americans.
There we go. There we go, the GOAT, the OG, Captain Price. Why a racket?
I can still walk.
Right. So, in a sense, like, we had Captain Price from Call of Duty Modern Warfare, like the Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, the original. And then with a kind of slightly different Captain Price for the reboots. But then we had this guy here, so we've technically had 3 Captain Prices in Call of Duty history, you know. He kind of looks pretty much the same as well, doesn't he? Yeah. It's quite cool. Right. Do we have any health? Yeah, we have some health.
Up front, sir. Excellent. Help Captain Price out the window. He's been hurt. Let's pile in. We're getting out.
Captain, what about Major Ingram?
We'll be back for him. Get in.
Alright, so there we go, we're done. So, I think I'll play one more level, I think, and then probably call it a stream, because I've been going for a wee while now. Yeah.
Okay, Martin. We're about ready to ram the gate with less than 10 minutes from your first shot to pull this off. Take any longer, they'll be sending someone to rescue us. You take out the front guards, concentrating on the machine gun nests. Once the gate is down, get in there and find the Major. Then rendezvous back at the truck.
Alright, okay. So this is like the the super cool stealth sniper mission of the game. Okay, so is that a gun there? Yeah, it is, isn't it? Ah, so we've got a time limit now that. Right. Not really much of a stealth plan, but I was never very good at that anyway. Right. Well, what? I was not expecting that. Right, okay. What the hell? Right. Was that or was that an enemy truck? I don't know. Right. No, that was funny.
Once the gate is down, get in there and find the Major. Then rendezvous back at the truck.
Let's just really go from this then. And not get run over the next time. Would be nice. There's the truck. Right, so that's the truck. Right. Stay out of the way of the truck, Lee. Okay. Might be a good idea. So the whole mission really is on a timer. It's not just the truck bit. Can we grab a health? Yeah. See, it's kind of weird because, like, obviously most of the German troopers they're wearing grey, but then you have like the officers or sergeants or whatever, they're wearing a kind of greener thing that looks kind of closer to what my own guys are wearing, you know. Right. This is like a POW camp we're going into. I should probably read the briefings at the start of the level. And then I would actually know what's going on. But I think it is, it looks kind of that way. I think this was called Dulag, wasn't it? And that kind of puts me in mind Stalag Luft, which I'm pretty sure that was a German POW camp. Right. There we go, there we go.
There's a spot of luck. Come to collect me,
Spot
have
of
you?
luck.
Lead
Spot
on.
of luck.
No time for handshakes and hellos.
Right. Yeah, I feel that the way I'm playing this game, I probably couldn't play it this way in any of the kind of higher difficulties. So I don't know, like, whether I'm really getting the proper experience or not, but to be honest, this one I'm really just playing for the story, and to kind of get that taste of what like the kind of OG Call of Duty games were like, you know, the very first ones that even I haven't played, you know, that even I was kind of a bit too young or a bit too unaware to play. Although I think, to be fair, I didn't really play PC until recently, so, and for the longest time the first Call of Duty game was a PC only game, so there is that aspect of it. Can we heal for teammates? Would be nice. Right. Swapped it an MP40. Give that a whirl. Right, what way are we going? Right, seriously guys, what way are we going? Just need to follow him. Yeah, there we go. A bit smoother than the Thompson, I would say, actually, this. Yeah. Right, yeah, let's just grabbing a wee good show, Captain. Well done. Right. Should I play another one? Nah, I think we'll make that do, because how long have we been playing actually? It's one of these annoying games you can't click out of it easily. I've been playing for about an hour and a half, so play one more level. Yeah. So
Gentlemen, thus far you've been training hard at Exeter for a special purpose. This special purpose, obviously, has something to do with the capturing of bridges. What I'm about to explain is top secret material. If any of you blokes mention the word bridge outside of this room and I hear of it, and I will, you'll be RTU'd on the spot. The invasion of Europe will take place across 5 main beaches along the Normandy coast of France. Elements of the British Second Army will strike at Gold and Sword beaches, along with the 3rd Canadian Infantry Division at Juno. To the west, the Yanks will take Utah and Omaha Beach.
Now, the entire eastern flank of the invasion will be exposed to a German counterattack from the Calais region. Should the Germans break through, they could very well have tanks rolling through Sword Beach and all the way down to Utah, wiping out the entire beachhead. Our task, along with the rest of the 6th Airborne Division, is to secure that flank at all costs by capturing and holding key bridges along the axis of approach. D Company's objective is this bridge over the Caen Canal. Under cover of darkness, the gliders will put us down in the field next to the bridge. From there, we rush the pillbox and prevent the Germans from blowing the bridge. At least one Bren gun will provide a base of fire while we flank it from both sides. Once we've captured the bridge, we hold it until relieved, which could take several hours. During that time, we may find ourselves using the Germans' own weapons against them. So I suggest you familiarize yourselves with the captured ones we have on base. Good luck, and Godspeed. Dismissed.
Well. Right, there we go then. So... oh jeez. Gliders are quite interesting.
I can't see the Bois de Bavent. Oh, for God's sake, Jack. It's the biggest forest in Normandy. Pay attention. I am. It's not there. Well, perhaps they moved it. By my calculations, we're on course. We'll want to bank north 2 degrees. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bingo.
Starboard onto course.
All right, everyone, brace for landing.
Oh well, jeez.
Scream.
There we go. Another happy landing. Another very shaky landing. Jeez. Yeah, we'll play a wee bit of this, and if the level takes a while, we'll maybe just finish up in the middle of the level, but we'll try and do one more.
Sergeant Evans, glad you're still with us. We're in luck. The Germans haven't responded to our
Oh, there we go.
landing. Find a good spot to suppress their bunker. We'll advance behind your base of fire.
Alright, okay. Is that them there?
They're fine.
So we're kind of just suppressing and kind of letting our team take care of things this time round. Right, okay. That's kind of cool. Right, okay. So this is obviously the start of like another campaign, so like I was talking earlier, that's a kind of cool thing about even the older Call of Duty campaigns, is that you had multiple different storylines sort of going on. Right, let's... Right. We may need some rockets.
back across. Get to their flag gun and turn it on that tank. Find Private Mills and take him with you. Get him to free up the bloody thing.
Alright, okay. Then that's the other weird thing, is not having sprint, you know. What's going on with the movement animation there? Oh, it's just kind of a wee bit. Honestly, I thought he'd get wiped out there. Jeez. Right. Right. Are we gonna get to use this, or? Right, well, let's go. This is kind of cool. Right. No zooming in or anything, no. There we go. That's quite cool. I like that. And again, it already feels very much like... It already feels very much like Call of Duty, you know? Like... As I've been playing it, like... There's definitely still that... As I said before, there's definitely still that sort of Medal of Honor DNA in there sometimes, but as I've been playing it a bit more, it feels a bit more. This feels like Call of Duty, you know. Yeah. Grab some health. Is that an ST, an MP44? Yeah. Ah, damn. Okay. Gonna be playing nearly the whole game at this rate. So.
Captain, we salvaged the area. Apart from some medical
The levels are pretty short.
Rifles and several Panzerfausts, which are woefully inaccurate.
Thank God we still have that flak gun. We can use it to hold the bridge until our relief.
Oh, there we go. We're gonna get to use the gun again. That's nice. I like that. Come on, let's. Are we gonna? Let's hope we were gonna get to use that. Rest. This way? Yeah. That's a very long concussion. Well, for a game. Do we have... Oh, so now this is the bit where we need to like hold the bridge. Yeah, I get it. Okay. That's quite cool.
Cover me! Go, go, go! Take cover!
Um,
Cover me!
go around this way, yeah.
Stay low!
Maybe try and use this a wee bit. Always like a good old Lee Enfield in a game, you know. Although I'm pretty sure this is inaccurate because I'm pretty sure the actual Lee Enfield could hold 10 rounds plus one. Whereas this holds 6. Oh, no, it does hold 10, right, okay. Right. Fall back to the bridge. Right, let's go. So I need to go then, and all of my teammates will just follow. Oh, there we go. We like that. Right. Right. I don't know, it's not the best turret, honestly. But maybe it's just a lack of hit markers. In fact, that's probably exactly what it is. Is that I'm just unused to not being able to see whether I've hit something or not, you know? Anyway, do we get to use this? We get to use this. Let's go. This is my favourite thing about this game so far, is getting to use this. Right. Come on. Southwest across. Oh, there we go. That's cool. I'm enjoying this far too much. It's the first thing that feels Call of Duty, and I guess it's like it's the reticle as well. It was pretty much always the same in the older COD games, that kind of T-reticle, whenever you had like a tank or like a gun or whatever. Like a big gun. Northeast. Where are we? Where is it? There we go. Right. So we need to survive another 3 minutes. Right. Have we got some other guys coming this way as well? Or? There we go. Right, okay. That's one of my guys, yeah. Right. Oh, there we go. Well, I'm glad I stuck around and played like an extra couple of these levels, because this has actually been among the more interesting ones, actually. Right. Right. Maybe just get off of this now then. Yeah. Is there any health anywhere? Let's not do this at this late time. Right. Let's try and stay alive. Yeah.
Excellent work, lads. Bloody well done.
Bloody well done. Right. So I'm probably going to wrap it up there, because we've been going for nearly 2 hours now. Yeah, almost 2 hours. So yeah, no, that was really fun. And yeah, so that's me kicked off the whole play through every Call of Duty game thing then, I guess. So yeah, and I don't know how long this game is. I don't think you can actually bring up the levels of the game, but yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed. If anyone tuned in, I'm not sure anyone did, but if you did, then I hope you enjoyed. And if you're watching this again as a video, then hope you enjoyed the video. And as always, if you want to follow or subscribe on Kick and YouTube, then that would be greatly appreciated. So, yeah, bye.